waits a while to present these trophies after the red flag delay. And Lewis Hamilton in second place, cheered on by fans old and new.
Are they actually dating, or just it is some sort of play or something like that? Like, I'm really curious, you know. I'm not sure like what's actually going on between them. On one hand, like she has 4 children from Kanye, right? Now, Louis doesn't have any children of his own, but he has claimed in the past that, you know, he would love to have children of his own, you know. And like, I'm not sure what's happening between them. You know, Kim loves to be seen. Kim loves to be on, you know, in the headlines, to be talked about. Louis, I'm not sure. Louis is pretty humble, I think, you know. I don't know him in like in that sense. Like, I have not been following him closely, but what I have observed, he doesn't like to be in the spotlight as much as Kim likes it. Now, why would he be with her if he's not into her? That's another question. So obviously he is into her and she is into him. Kanye and Louis are the same height, approximately. Now, Louis is way brighter than Kanye. Kanye is, you know, way darker than Louis, but you know, Kim has been dating lighter skin guys in the past, like that man that she married in the past, Chris something, that she divorced. He was of a mixed, you know, heritage, and I think Louis is also of a mixed heritage, so she doesn't have a problem with that. So, but I'm not sure, like, is it real, is it not? But I will give it some time to digest, you know. Kanye, on the other hand, he's like, he's keeping, you know, he's continuing his weird path because he's like coming out with his wife while she's like barely dressed. She's in her underpants and just, it looks super weird. Like, I'm not sure that, I think his wife actually enjoys this type of stuff. Like, there are people in the world that love to be like extravagant, you know, they love it. So I'm not sure that Kanye is like forcing her into anything. So another topic that I wanted to discuss is that, you know, Louis sat down in an interview recently and he talked about the fact that he wants to reduce the gap between the super wealthy and the very poor, you know. And everybody, like the conservatives, took it to the wrong way, okay? It's like they have started judging him.
Lewis Hamilton, who is dating a woman worth $2 billion and is himself worth a fortune. He was on the Jay Shetty podcast, and he says that there is a limit to how much wealth you can have. Okay, dude, let's start with you. I'm always amused when people who are extraordinarily wealthy suddenly try to buy their way back into the good graces of people who hate their wealth by claiming that we need a redistribution. Okay, there's a thing called charity. You can do it right now. You can do it right this very instant, actually. But here's Lewis Hamilton doing this dumb routine.
One of the things that I struggle with every day is, and it's just how life is, and it's been the way for thousands of years, that there is such a disparity between wealthy and the poor. And, you know, you still, when you drive around LA, there's still so many people living on the streets. You shouldn't be able to have billions, right? I think there should be a limit to how much you can have, because there's enough to go around to everyone. So somehow creating a law that creates more equality, and equal access for everyone, you know. I don't know how that you would implement that law.
That's all good.
But like, geez, man, I've met kids that are starving.
Yeah, same.
And you think, oh God, like, how are we are so lucky, so many of us, and knowing that and not taking advantage of your everyday is so important.
His girlfriend is Kim Kardashian. He's one of the richest people on earth. She is one of the richest people on earth. There's a thing called charity, guys. You can do it. I do a lot of it. You can do it. It's really, really easy. You sign a check to a charitable organization. You can do it right now. You can even give them some of your stock. You can do whatever you want with your money.
I have checked, and Lewis Hamilton's donation and charity work. Lewis is actually one of the most philanthropic athletes in the world. In 2022, the Sunday Times gave him the 5th most generous person in the UK after he donated roughly 24 million of his personal wealth, $24 million of his personal wealth in a single year. Lewis has also founded this charitable foundation himself, pledging over $25 million of his own money to fund it. Now, the main goal of this mission is to support, empower, and provide educational and career opportunities for young people from underserved, low income, and diverse backgrounds. So the conclusion is that Ben Shapiro has no idea what he's talking about. Another person who has no idea what he's talking about is PBD and all his members on his podcast. They are like, oh, he's with these, expensive watches.
The part of it that makes it annoying is here's a guy getting off his $10 million yacht. Look at this, Rob, if you want to zoom in a little bit if you can. With his purple outfit, which I love. He's a fashion,
It's like Gandalf
Fashion
the purple.
Nova. That's his yacht. He gets off, which, by the way, I love it. That's his car. That's a $4 million car, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe even a little bit more than that. When you hear a Lewis Hamilton type of guy say what he says, how do you process it?
Well, Pat, these people always want to save the world with everybody else's money and not theirs. And on top of all that stuff, Pat, he has a stop buying the watches. He has a $1.5 million watch. You just saw him get off this boat that's his. He lives in the UK, but he's going there to save freaking money.
Expensive watches, like what that has to do with anything. Like, as I read to you, Lewis is constantly contributing to low income and unprivileged. Such a lazy take. So tell me what you think, and see you in my next.
Sometimes a certain smell would take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from?